last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. 60 deep, one more round, no reprieve, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody gonna get it started. Off we go from Arrowhead. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Throwing right away is Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Smith. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
On 1st down, they go right back to Smith. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. A gain of 16 yards. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
15.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for 3 in what's been a very impressive opening drive.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. On the run to the right. And he's in! Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. His second rushing touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Right to the air, it's Fields. Out wide, here's Smith. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
At the 26.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Don't jump. Ready?
McBride is the motion man. Fields now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Man in motion is Smith. Fields from the gun on third down. He's going to air this one out. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack.
Once again, it's Smith. Room to run past midfield. And he will score. Rashad Smith. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's touchdown, number 11 on the year.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Here we go.
They put Wilson in motion. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll go again with Hall. And will be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion.
Go.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Less than a yard.
Here we go. Here's that. Go.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. Oh, he's trying to use the big frame to push forward. But I don't think he's going to get there. He's held up at the line of scrimmage, and now it's fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Jets first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
We'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good night.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Play action now for Fields. Rolling right. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Moody's extra point is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57. Attack! Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes on 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On the handoff, it's Davis. He'll drive this one forward down to the 36. With Andre Cisco there to bring him down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 36-yard line.
On the ground, it's Smith. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. 15. Hey, 15. 50, yellow. Marshall.
Now, Mahomes. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit. On comes the Chiefs punter. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch, taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go, Scott.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
The Jets, 1st down. A gain of 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Right. No loss. Right.
To throw is Fields. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
It's 3rd and 4. McBride is the motion man. Third down, here's Hall. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Arco blue, lady.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. To return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10, Fields. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Third and a yard. To throw is Fields. He'll set up the screen to Hall, and he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Motion the slot man left. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Out to his right. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
It is third and long. Throwing is Fields. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin this on the ground with Smith. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
To throw is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some...
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. They try to let the up man run with it, but he gets buried behind the line, and they turn it over on downs.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
Oh, great job anticipating the play, running it down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son. Green 19, got that. Right.
Here's Fields. He'll swing this one out to Hall. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd down, they need 5. Fields to the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Here we go, son. Go.
They go play action with Fields. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Ready.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
Easy. Hey, can. Right.
Fields operating out of the pistol. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. We're good.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Play action now for Fields. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player, but tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Here we go. Right.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Right. Right.
Hall. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Sit right. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Field goal would only do so much. They need a touchdown to close the gap. It is fourth down and goal.
319 gets that.
Fields to throw for it. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. A give, left side, here's Smith. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Man at his own 5-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Attack, attack! Kill! Yellow! 15!
Now, this looks like a design run, and he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Now backwards to the 2.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Mahomes out of his own end zone here on third down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big play after being backed up. 31 yards. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, KC.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Smith again. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And That's exactly what they've been able to do.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down. A throw on the move is caught.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
3rd and 5.
Right. On the line, right. Here, 15.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10.
Attack!
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeout. As they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. That's taken in. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock.
And he will get into the end zone. Rashard Smith, touchdown KC. And his 2nd touchdown of the game, numbers 11 and 12 on the season. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Safe kick, take it at the 5. And he is stopped past the 25. The drive will begin there. Fields now to throw on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up second down.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
Green 19, got you. Hey, never mind, Monday. Tonight.
Fields now on second down. A short one here, caught by McBride. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go. Hey, Green 19, got you. Tonight.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On first down here, it's Smith. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now a run with Smith. A big hole. And he will score again. Rashard Smith. Touchdown Chiefs. His big game continues. His third touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Now punter to add the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Man in motion is Smith.
Tonight.
A first down throw for Fields. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up third and 12.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Third and long.
Here we go. Hurry up. Green 9. Tonight.
Fields now. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but Slim Meadow went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. One in the win column for the Chiefs. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched the shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.